walking the Appalachian Trail. I'm walking the Appalachian Trail. Brooklyn to Maine, I'm getting on the train. Walking the Appalachian Trail.
Hey everybody, just want to give you a quick update from the trail. We've had a great second week. Had a little bit of weather. Obviously the hurricane coming through was brought some rain with it, and we had to endure some slogs through the wilderness, but it's been great. We're about to cross up into the Unicoi Gap area. We're almost to the top of Blue Mountain, and just calling it a day, and made camp and just kind of settling in. And so I know a lot of people kind of wonder, what it looks like inside a backpacker's tent, or what does it really look like when you set up tent as a backpacker. So I thought I'd just kind of show you. So I've got my tent all set up, and I'll show you our campsite and everything. Let me switch the camera around here. There we go. So yeah, the trail is back over this way, and we're in an actual campsite area where they've set aside some nice flat spots for tents, and so that's where we've come off the trail, and just go back in here to our little spot that we've kind of carved out for ourselves. This is her name used to be Deb Rogers, but now she's known as Campfire, and as you can see, this is why. She has gathered up her wood and built her little ring, and she is all set with a wonderful campfire going. I got her tent all set up behind her, and it's about 45 degrees, so we really aren't too worried about mosquitoes today, but that definitely does help. So here's my tent. We've got it set up. We double check above us, make sure there's no dead trees. Don't want to get, deadfall on us in the night, but got my trekking poles set out so they'll dry. And then that's our water system. We use a Sawyer water filter, and we just gather water from the creek and run it through that filter. That way we can drink right out of it. So this is my tent. I've got my little vestibule out here. Let's see if I can find the zipper. Oh, there it is. So this is the inside of my tent. You can kind of see everything's kind of on one side. There's no such thing as a truly flat tent spot, so everything's going to kind of shift here to the left tonight when I lay down. So I've got that side of the tent lined with my equipment. So that's my empty backpack is down there, and that's a food bag that'll actually get hung up tonight on a bear cable. And then these are my clothes, and then my rain gear will go up here, and I've got a tech towel in case we wake up to rain, and then the first aid kit's always right in here. And so as I roll to the left tonight, I won't get against the side of the tent because of that. And in fact, I've got my trash can bag that I use as the liner for my pack. I've got it around the toe of my sleeping bag because being 6 foot tall, my feet almost always find the edge of the tent. And so that trash bag will keep my sleeping bag dry, which is very critical because it's supposed to get into the low 30s, upper 20s tonight. So we're kind of anticipating a very chilly night. So that's my sleeping pad. It's a REI Stratus. I really like it. It's got the wider baffles on the side. And then this is my Kelty Cosmic Down sleeping bag. And then for my pillow, I kind of use a dual purpose situation. This is my puffy coat that obviously I'll wear later tonight when it gets cold. But when I get ready to go to bed, I use a buff. Thank you, UCLA Lady Bruins basketball, for that buff. But I'll use a buff and put my puffy coat in there, and it makes a great pillow. So that's my pillow and how that's all set up. And then I've got my toiletries there, and that's my new rain umbrella that I really like. It connects to my pack, so when you have to hike through the rain. But yeah, so that's the inside of, oh, forgot up here. If you could look back there, I've got the spot hanging up. That's our satellite device, and then on my front hook here, I've got my headlamp hanging, so I can always get to it super quick and easy in the middle of the night. But yeah, so definitely want to keep that zipped up because don't want creepy crawlies in there. But yeah, and so there's the little trail off to the woods, for whatever you might need back there. But yeah, so that's our setup here on the mighty Appalachian Trail.